As you can see, at the time of recording this video, it is currently the 31st of December 2023. And inside of this video, I'm going to be explaining why 2023 was one of the best years of my life. First of all, I just want to say I'm not making this video to try and flex or anything like that. I'm just truly trying to make this video to hopefully inspire others and get people to hopefully in 2024 go after their goals and achieve what they want to achieve. So first of all, I just wanted to say that I'm nothing special. I'm exactly the same as you guys. We're all just human beings, which means if I can do it and put my head down for a year and achieve some of the goals I wanted to achieve, you guys can do it as well. The first step to actually going out and achieving some of the goals you want to achieve in the next coming year is just to start. The first thing to do is to start. Once you have started and you keep going for a long enough period of time, opportunities are going to arise and the path is going to almost unfold for itself as you go along. So the first thing you need to do is just start, commit to it for a few months. And after those few months, you will honestly see opportunities start to come your way that might not have come your way before. So anyways, into the actual purpose of the video. This video is kind of for myself, also hopefully to inspire some of you guys. But I'm just gonna be going over some of my almost biggest achievements of this year and some of the things that I've done throughout this year. So first of all, I managed to grow my Instagram theme page to over 112,000 followers in pretty much just this year. And I also managed to grow my TikTok theme page, Millionaire Aesthetic, by over 500,000 followers in once again just this past year. I also started a totally new TikTok page for a YouTube series on this channel where I grew a theme page from scratch. And within 1 week, I got that page to 12,500 followers. And now, after a couple of months, it is currently sitting at over 70,000 followers. If you want to see that full series, once again, I'll leave a link to the playlist up here, and you can go and watch through the full series after you finish watching this video. The reason why these achievements are the first few things that I listed on this list is because of the fact that these pages are the business model I went after. At the start of this year, I decided I was going to go after theme pages, try and grow theme pages, make money with theme pages, which is why these are the start of the list, because these things have indirectly and directly meant the rest of the things on the list could happen. So the next thing that I managed to achieve this year that I've always wanted to achieve is being able to make money online and essentially make money from anywhere in the world. I actually have done a full video on how I made money while traveling at 19. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a little pop-up on the information tab somewhere up there. And you can go and check that out after this video if you would like. I also managed to grow this very YouTube channel to over 12,000 subscribers in the space of around 6 months, which is pretty insane, and that is all thanks to you guys. So I appreciate you guys for supporting, watching my content and liking and sharing, all of that good stuff. I'm going to do my best to keep bringing as much value as I possibly can to this channel throughout 2024 and beyond. I've also started making, I guess what you could say, passive income through my theme pages, this YouTube, and a few other things throughout this year. I think this is something that a lot of people will want to achieve at some point in their life, being able to make money while they sleep or make money while at the gym, whatever. It's just something that I feel like everyone wants to achieve, and it's something that's been pretty cool that I've experienced this year. Obviously, with that being said, I do say passive income with in quotations, because in reality, nothing is really passive. There's a lot of upkeep, a lot of different things that you do have to do. However, the main priority is just having something that can get you paid without you actually having your time linked to how much you can make. I've also made some great connections this year to some really cool people, some of which who are way past me and doing a lot bigger numbers than me, and some are around the same stage. You guys know who you are, and I appreciate all of you. This is another reason why I love theme pages as a business model, is because apart from just the money and that side of things, you can also use it to get yourself some really good connections to some really intelligent and successful people. This is for a few reasons that I won't go into inside of this video, but if you guys do want a full video of me breaking down why I believe social media theme pages is one of the best business models going into 2024, then let me know in the comments and I'll get that made for you guys as soon as possible. I also made my semi-professional football debut this year, which while football is not my main focus, it's something that is pretty cool and something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid, but I just enjoy playing at a competitive level and trying to get better at different things. I've also made some good progress in the gym this year. While I've been going to the gym pretty consistently since I was 15, so it's not a big drastic change, I have hit some cool strength goals this year, such as hitting a 1 rep max on the bench press of 95 kilos. And financially, I've been able to hit some decent numbers this year. I don't really like saying the exact amount of how much I make in total or anything like that online. I think it's a little bit personal, so I try and keep it to myself. In terms of monetary goals, I definitely hit some goals this year that myself at the start of the year would have looked at and been surprised at. However, once you do hit them, you do realize that it's not exactly what it may seem. However, even now I've hit these goals and I would have thought at the start of the year they're really cool or your life would change. Once you actually hit them, you realize, honestly, not too much changes. There's a few different things that change, but honestly, it's nothing crazy until you start hitting those bigger numbers. But once again, I do think this is something that everybody sort of needs to experience for themselves, because obviously you sit in your position, you might be saying that's easy for you to say. So yeah, but once you hit them, you'll probably realize what I mean. Or if you are already on your journey and you've been hitting some good numbers yourself this year, you'll probably be able to relate to me and what I'm saying now. However, with all of this being said, I still do believe that I could have achieved a lot more this year. While it has been a successful year, and when I look back, it's definitely been a year of progress and I'm happy with it, I still believe that I could have done a lot more to achieve even more and even bigger goals. I feel like this is something that a lot of people can relate to, especially people that are really striving to try and hit some big goals and do some great things with their lives. I feel like this is because the type of people that are actually going to go after these things are never really going to be satisfied, and they're always going to feel like they're behind and they could have done more. And while I do believe that thinking like this definitely comes with pros and cons, I do think that the pros outweigh the cons, and it is how you continually try and level up. I wanted to use this last part of the video to sort of help you guys set some goals and set some plans for 2024. As at the start of 2023, I actually set out a little plan for myself and some goals for myself that I basically have achieved throughout the year. To be totally honest, at times I didn't always have these goals or plans in my head. However, I think if you just write them down and have them down and relate back to them every so often, they will sort of just subconsciously be in your head and subconsciously sort of start to take place. However, when I was making these plans, it wasn't anything too specific. I feel like a lot of people, maybe when they're trying to do their plans, try and make things too specific, which I believe isn't the best way to do it, because if you then go slightly off path, you're a lot more likely to crash and burn. The plan that I sort of made was just rough plans, rough things that I wanted to do this year, such as start a personal brand, which I've obviously done. So these are just things that way, you know, it's not at any point it's going to be out of reach. It's something that you can just do. And it wasn't anything particular like have 10,000 followers or something like this that is partly out of your control. So mainly focus on just doing things that you can get done at any point throughout the year. So with that being said, my challenge to you guys watching this video, that if you do want to go and smash and have a successful 2024, is to go and write out some plans for yourself and some goals for yourself for this coming year. As yeah, it's just really going to benefit you, and spend some time on it as well. Really think about it, think about what you want to do and at what sort of stage of the years you are going to achieve them. Instead of doing this month, that month and anything too specific, do it sort of on a quarterly basis. So for example, I actually remember in my notebook, I wrote down start a personal brand towards the end of 2023, which is something that I did. And once you have made this plan, don't share it with anybody. Too many people make the mistake of sharing this plan with people, telling people what they're going to do, really sort of gassing themselves up in a way, which is just going to make it a whole lot harder, because you've told these people there's now more pressure and expectation on yourself. And if you don't actually go and achieve these goals, then people are going to look at you and your word and your respect is just going to go down. So I would highly suggest keeping these goals yourself, going and actually taking action to make these goals realities, and then let the goals do the talking for themselves. And to be honest, once you actually hit these goals, you'll probably want to keep them to yourselves anyways. At least this is what I found. I find that's the way it works. Maybe you're different, you know, everyone's different, but that's just how I found it worked for me. I thought if I hit this goal, it'll be really cool, I can go and tell people this, but it's not really how it ended up working. I like to keep my success and some of the things that I've done to myself. And I would just rather people think I'm doing worse than I am than people think I'm doing really great, because then people are going to start to almost prey on your downfall. Once again, I didn't make this video to try and flex or show off or anything like that. I know that in the grand scheme of things, this is essentially nothing. I've achieved nothing compared to what a lot of other people have achieved. This is just me trying to share my small successes with you guys and hopefully inspire some of you to go and have a successful 2024. I'm also very aware that as quickly as you get blessings, they can be taken away from you. So yeah, once again, by no means am I trying to gas myself up or anything like that, because I know that as soon as I've got these things, and as well as I've done this year, it can also take a year for all of these things to be taken away from me, or even faster than that, to be honest. The only reason I actually went ahead and made this video was because one, it's almost for myself. I want to look back on this in the future and I'm sure it'll be cool to look at. And two, I also wanted to make it to hopefully go and inspire some of you guys once again, as I've been saying throughout the video. I honestly just want to help as many people as I can, and if this video even inspires one person to go and actually achieve their goals in 2024, then that makes this video totally worth it. I hope you did enjoy this slightly different style of video and maybe learning a little bit more about me rather than me just always talking about social media pages. Apart from that, I hope to see you guys in the next one.